Welcome to McWhorter Stadium on the campus of Clemson University. Tonight, game one of an ACC series as Virginia takes on the Clemson Tigers. Let's take a look at the standings. Both teams in the middle of the pack, both trying to improve themselves as we move towards the ACC tournament. Military Appreciation Night, everyone, here at McWhorter Stadium. The fans coming in will get these good-looking hats. And speaking of good-looking, I'm bringing the coach now, Scott Whitlock. Big series for both of these ball clubs as the season comes to an end.
This is a very big series for Virginia. It is huge for the Clemson Tigers. Both teams are trying to amass as many wins as they possibly can to get themselves in a better position for seeding in the ACC tournament and in the NCAA tournament picture.
All right, let's take a look at Virginia offensively. And when you talk about them from an offensive standpoint, Macy Eaton has been outstanding.
She leads them in everything. She's tied for the lead in home runs, leads them in RBIs, and is hitting .459 on the season. She is having a tremendous year.
And for the Clemson Tigers, no one hotter than Taylor Pipkins.
I don't know if anybody's been any hotter than Taylor Pipkins over the last 7 games. She's hitting .438 and has had 5 home runs. That is humongous.
And we go to the circle for the Clemson Tigers tonight, Coach. I don't know that John Rittman has called on anyone more so than he has on Manis all year long.
She has had a tremendous workload placed on her shoulders. We'll get into that as this game unfolds. But Sierra Manis has been asked to do a lot.
And she's pitched very well for Coach Rittman in this ball club. But you got a tough task tonight. This is a Virginia team. As we take a look at their lineup, we talked about Eaton, but Cabral is just as dangerous in the cleanup spot.
They're a very good softball team, and they're playing as if they want people to know it. And I have watched them a couple of times this year. I've looked through their numbers, and I'm telling you, this top of the first is a big, big half inning for the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah, you see Cabral there leading the club in slugging percentage at .832. Jade Hilton will lead things off. Hitting at .378. She swings through the first offering. It's good to be back with the coach, Scott Whitlock.
Yeah, we hadn't worked together in a while.
It's been a while, I know. It's awesome. And you want to keep Hilton if you're a Tiger off the base pass. Outstanding on the base pass as the count goes to 1-1. In fact, she, last weekend, broke the school record for most career runs scored. She scored her 179th run.
Well, if you're scoring a lot of runs, that means somebody's driving you in. And they certainly have people now that are doing a great job of driving runs in when runners are on base.
Manis falls behind, 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a good look at the head coach, Joanna Harden, the job she has done at UVA.
I mean, you can't talk about it enough. She has done a fantastic job at UVA.
Take a look at some of her numbers and what she's done in terms of 30 or more wins. This is the 5th straight year, actually the 4th straight year they've won at least 30. And that would hit her. So on the 2-2 pitch, Hilton's aboard on the hit by pitch.
You certainly want to keep the leadoff batter off base each inning and every inning, and you particularly want to keep that runner off base.
So Hilton aboard to begin things for the Cavaliers.
Crowd slowly coming in here and filling up the place. The berm got a great representation out there tonight.
Getting their free ball caps, their trucker caps. Here's Griffith, the center fielder. She takes ball 1.
It's very important for Manis to minimize her number of pitches that she throws. Strikes are going to be her friend tonight if she's going to do some good out there.
Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Hilton down at first base. 13 of 17 in the stolen base department. Bluff throw to first.
2-1 count.
As the count goes to 2-1.
This is a good count to run or put the runner in motion.
Yeah, Virginia with 45 stolen bases as a team. There goes the runner. Chanel's only plays the first, one away. Hilton moves to second.
And you see, that's going to go in the book as a 6-3 putout. But that was a very productive at bat. They started the runner, okay, and the batter put the ball in play to the left side. The shortstop had to come inside the base path a little bit to make the play. Had no chance at second base. So now you have a runner at second base and only one out, and maybe the best hitter in the entire building coming to the plate.
Yeah, Macy Eaton at the plate, looks at ball one. 20 multiple hit games. 17 multiple RBI games. That evens the count. And you mentioned that she's hitting close to 500 in league play.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good softball player. And this is a good softball team. Everybody needs to understand Virginia's ranked number 18 in the country, and they deserve it.
2 balls and a strike.
We hadn't even talked about their pitching yet.
Yeah, they are outstanding in the circle. So this is a big matchup. And we talked about the standings and trying to position for the ACC tournament. Count even at 2-2, but from a Clemson standpoint, it's not only the ACC tournament, but trying to also get into the NCAA tournament. How big the weekend is for them.
This is big. I'm a little bit surprised at how shallow they're playing Eaton in center field.
Yeah, they've got Brockenbrough over in the left center, just a few steps as well.
And shallow.
Counts run full at 3-2.
And Manis pitches to contact. She does have a base open, but I wouldn't think that she's pitching around her here.
Runner at second, one out. Just underway. And that just missed away, and there are 2 on and 1 out.
Now that ball, that was a good pitch if it's 1-2, but 3-2, that's not a good pitch. Now you got 2 runners on. You do have the force plays back into effect now.
So here's Corbell. Hitting at .411. She's got 10 home runs. No balls and a strike.
Usually there's a reason they let them hit cleanup.
Yep. So a leadoff hit batter. Hilton moved to second on the ground out by Griffith. Eaton walks on the full count pitch. First and second, 1 out. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. You mentioned Brockenbrough playing shallow in center. A few steps over in the left center. Got Johnson in left, pretty deep.
Yep. And deep in right field.
Yep, with Pipkins. The 1-1. Wave through that one, 1-2.
Good down pitch that time by Manis.
1 ball and 2 strikes. What a beautiful day here in Clemson. The 1-2. Flawless down at third base, Coach Harden.
Yeah, coach shows she still got her hands.
She got it.
See, the difference between her is she caught that ball. The coach in the other dugout, like me, would have run from that.
Coach Rittman.
I'm not going to call any names.
Did she go? She did not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the first inning.
That was a pretty good pitch.
Manis delivering the 2-2. Got her swinging.
That's a big strikeout from Manis. She did a great job there in hunkering down with the cleanup hitter at the plate. And look at that, got her to chase that down pitch. Now she's got a chance to get out of it, but she's got to get very tough hitting Hickey.
Nice job by Hicks to smother that 2-2 pitch. So runners remain at first and second. And that pitch is in there for a strike.
You know, after Eaton and Craval hit, there's just not a lot of RBIs to go around. But Hickey's been able to collect 29 of them so far.
Also has hit the 8 home runs as well. Time called.
Craig Hyde calling balls and strikes tonight.
No balls and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still got Brockenbrough, you mentioned earlier, in center shallow, but she goes back well on the ball.
Oh, she's got tremendous speed. There's no question about that, and she has been a godsend to the Clemson program.
Manis delivers. Hicks, as it gets away, quickly throws to third, and out at third is Hilton. Ball did not go far from Hicks at the plate. She picks it up and throws out Hilton.
And that was very close. I'm waiting to see if they're going to. I'm waiting to see if they're going to take a look at that.
A nice job by Hicks to keep her composure, and Bro puts down the tag. Rittman and Marion Collins, just a sophomore coach, but she's been great for the last 2 seasons for Coach Rittman.
She sure has, and she's getting better. Had a lot of experience this year. Taking on predominantly a new position out there at second base. And I think that the upside for her is very, very bright.
Yeah, Collins has been outstanding and solidified that. And she's played second, she's played short, she's played third. In the circle, Courtney Lane, the senior, gets the start, the left-hander for the Cavaliers.
Yep, and she, you know, they do a good job of splitting the time at Virginia.
There's Jamison Brockenbrough, and she takes ball 1. Well, what a 2-year stint for Brockenbrough, the transfer from Tennessee. She has been rock solid. In fact, second on the club, tied for second on the club with 6 home runs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lane's got the lowest ERA on the team at 2.17. Second in the team in wins with 10. Has thrown over 80 innings so far.
2 balls and a strike. Jamison, who has reached base safely in 20 consecutive games.
She's been a big asset since coming over from Tennessee.
Rock solid as a center fielder. Count even 2-2.
She has a quiet confidence about her.
Well, last year, Coach, she started off in the 9 spot, but towards the end of the year, she was basically like the second leadoff hitter.
Yep. Well, now they moved her up.
And they moved her up. That's when she fouls back to the screen. Count stays at 2-2.
If you think about it, other than the first inning, when you go from 9th to 1st, you only move 1 spot.
Correct.
You see, so
that's that education.
That's that way. I'm thinking, oh, you can't argue with math.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the counts run full. Brockenbrough, we mentioned 20 in a row, current reach base streak. The school record set last year by Maddie Moore is 29. And this isn't Brockenbrough's career high. Last year she had a 23-game streak in which she reached base safely. And this one she fouls out of play.
This is a typical Brockenbrough at bat. She makes the pitcher work. Whether she reaches or she makes an out, she usually makes the pitcher work.
She has been the ultimate table setter.
does a great job of guarding the plate with 2 strikes. Now just put a curse on her.
The payoff, and again she fouls it back.
Thank goodness she fouled that off.
So you're telling me that when you get home, the hat's going to be confiscated?
I don't know. That's going to go up for sale. I got several relatives who are going to want it.
3 balls and 2 strikes. And Brockenbro's aboard. A good start to the Tiger first inning.
Now let's see what the Tigers can do with their leadoff hitter getting on first. The first at bat of any inning is very important because, as you said, it sets the table.
So here's Chanel. Both of on the corners playing in, looking for the bunt, and it's a good one. Fielded by the pitcher. Toss over the first. Sacrifice goes 1-4 as Brockenbro moves into scoring position.
Lane did a great job of fielding her position. The batter did a great job. Chanel did a great job of getting that bunt down, moving that runner, and now you've got Mac Pavese coming up with a runner in scoring position.
Pavese, one of the top hitting freshmen in all of college softball. Hitting at .343. She looks at the pitch down. You know, it's tough for young players to provide where teams really need them, especially their freshman year. But not only has she done that, but she has solidified this number 3 spot in the order.
She's not your typical freshman. She has a chance to be special.
Yes, she does. And then her play around the first base bag has been outstanding.
Yes.
Brockenbro reaching base for the 21st consecutive game. Down at second as the count goes to 1-2 on the off-speed delivery. 56.
She showed an off-speed pitch there, didn't she, partner?
Yep.
Boy, that's a weapon if you have it.
They give Pavese the right field line. Green over into right center.
I wonder if hitters do enough of a job of looking, because the way they've got her aligned in the outfield kind of tells you how they're going to pitch her.
Absolutely.
It looks to me, sitting here, they're going to work her away, right?
Right. Yeah, you take a look at the outfield. The center fielder moving over. That's Griffith in center, a few steps over in the left center. Hit back up the middle. That will sneak into center field for a base hit. Brockenbro scores from second, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead.
That's what you call ABC softball. Get them on, get them over, get them in. And that's what we just saw. Good job of hitting, just doing what the pitch will allow you to do. And that's going to bring up last year's Freshman Player of the Year, Cintron. Cintron got off to a very, very slow start and has worked hard to get her average up to 266 right now.
She's taken for a strike. Pavese now with the club leading 34 runs driven in. I think what you talked about, we were talking in the pregame about her, she doesn't try to do too much at the plate.
She hits it where it's pitched.
Cintron has not only pitched to where, I should say hit well, she's also starting to pitch well. She had a big weekend in Pittsburgh last week.
Yes, she did. She came through big time. Her pitching has been limited this year for a couple of different factors, but she has started to show signs of doing the things that she was capable of doing.
1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Tigers take an early 1-0 lead.
There wasn't a better freshman in the league a year
Nope.
than Cintron.
ACC Freshman of the Year.
Macy Cintron is just an outstanding player.
This one is tapped to third, fielded by Weismer, and she will start a 5-4-3 double play that will end the bottom of the first inning. Nice job by Weismer, got rid of it quickly and turned it.
It was a great turn. 5-4-3.
Game for the Tigers, a big couple of weekends coming up.
Yes, it is. And, okay, you see that SOS, that's strength of schedule. That's number 17. This weekend they're playing a ranked team. Next weekend they're playing a higher ranked team.
Yep.
So you can check that off. Strength of schedule is going to be fine. The RPI right now is 28, which that means they've got the 28th highest index in the NCAA. That's you check it off. What they've got to do is they need to pile up wins.
Time to get some victories for John Rittman's ball club with 7 regular season games remaining. Reagan Hickey to lead things off. The catcher was at the plate.
Because we'll show the Virginia resume in a bit, and I'll expand, but you'll see both resumes are very interesting.
2 balls and no strikes. One of the things we've seen lately, Coach, with Manis is a high pitch count. How important is that? Well,
it's significant, but it's not nearly as significant as it is, let's say, that in baseball. Pitchers, just like anybody else, get tired. And Pipkins, that was Pipkins out there.
Yeah, Hickey hits a line drive into right field, and a nice play by Pipkins just to stay in front of it.
Yeah, ball was hit hard.
Got a 2-0 pitch and stroked it into right field.
And to finish the thought, pitch count is important because fatigue, tires, the legs get tired. But it's not as big as in baseball. But when you're a pitcher like Manis, who has worked so much this year, it may play a little bigger role.
Here's Kelsey Hackett. Senior steps in, hitting at .324. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. For the second straight inning, the Cavaliers have the leadoff batter aboard. You talked about Manis and her workload, Coach.
Look at that right there. She's pitched 145 and 2/3 innings. The rest of the staff has pitched 136. That says several things, some of it good, some of it not so good.
That 145 leads the ACC. That's
and her being able to take the ball and go out there and win 15 games, which I think also is among the top.
Yep, leads the ACC.
But everybody knows that you would want more out of the rest of your staff than they're getting.
That's a big strikeout from Hackett for out number 1.
Sure is. Get that first out and the runner didn't move. You alluded to it. Second inning in a row, the Cavaliers got their leadoff batter on.
And here's Alex Call. Saw her turn the double play down at second base in the bottom of the first.
Yes, she
out
did.
Of Bradenton, Florida. Spring training camp, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Is that right?
Yeah, you ever been down there?
I have been through Bradenton. Not spent a lot of time there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Spent enough time to watch a few spring training games. Solid single by Hickey to begin the top of the second. A strikeout of Hackett. Ball did not go, and the count goes to 2-1. Brockenbrough a little deeper in center field for Call than we saw her in the first inning.
Yes.
Pipkins is shallow in right. The 2-1. Tap to third. Bro's only play is to first. Moving into scoring position is Hickey, but Call retired, 2 down.
Now let me tell you what was so good about that play by Bro. She did a great job of judging the pace that the ball was hit to her. And so she went ahead and committed to getting the sure out. And she went across and got the second out at first base. That was all about her reading it off the bat.
She has been phenomenal down at the hot corner. There's a pitch hit foul right side out of play by the right fielder, Madison Green.
Got very good hands. I know the coaching staff would like to see her, and she will improve movement laterally, going left, right, and taking a drop step and things like that. But her hands are very, very good.
Very soft.
And she's smart.
Smart. And very accurate with her throws.
Yes.
No balls and a strike to Green. And that one hits her. So that's a second hit batter of the game for Manis. And for the second straight inning, Cavaliers have 2 on.
Certainly was not intentional. No.
Just go Klinger. Take a look at the replay.
Just finding out if she was okay.
So first and second, 2 down for the number 9 hitter in the order. Manis was able to escape trouble in the first inning. With 1 out, she walked to Eaton to put runners at first and second, but then got a strikeout and a throw out at third base. And on time called, Kyle Jamison, pitching coach for the Tigers, will make his way to the circle. And we mentioned in the pregame, this is a series that obviously is important, and there's obviously none of them in the ACC aren't important. They're all important. You get to this point of the year, you start looking at the resume. Coach, as a coach, do you try to take the pressure off your ball club knowing it's kind of a must-wins down the road?
Yeah, you say all of the cliches, one game at a time, stay focused. The only game we can worry about is tonight and all that, but they know, the players know, they're smart. These kids today, I mean, with the computers and everything and all of the data that's out there, they know what's going on.
Manis to Weismer, misses ball 1. And from Virginia's standpoint, they're 33-8, 10-7 in the league. They have a better resume, so they've got some room to work with. Number 9 hitter with 7 home runs. That one gets away. That wild pitch will move runners to second and third. The count goes to 2-0.
This has been a bugaboo for Manis, is wild pitches, and it's not untypical for people who like rely on the drop ball to get outs. It puts a lot of stress on a catcher.
Now the 2-0 misses in. 3 balls and no strikes.
You got to have her take all the way here, don't you?
I believe so. At the top of the order, and Hilton waiting on deck, and that's ball 4. So the bases are loaded. Got the leadoff base hit by Hickey to right field, a strikeout of Hackett. And then a slow ground ball to third by Call, but a hit by pitch and a 4-pitch walk have loaded him.
And this is the part of town you don't want to live in.
Hilton comes in hitting at 378, and she looks at strike 1. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs in the second. And is trying to wiggle out of trouble. And she's ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Now you've got the batter buried in the count, 0-2. You have got to finish this off.
So you hear a lot of times, waste a pitch. Do you waste a pitch here, Coach?
Well, I throw something that she can't hit hard. I can tell you that, but I would also like to see something that she may want to chase.
No balls and 2 strikes. And that is strike 3 call. Went right at her, and Hilton goes down looking.
Caught her flat-footed, didn't it?
Sure did. Biggest sequence so far in this early going for Manis, as she strikes out one of the league's top hitters and pitches out of a bases-loaded jam. 1-0 Tigers. We go to the bottom half. 4 straight years of at least 30 wins.
Well, anybody that knows Joanna Harden knows that she is a good softball coach. And you look at that right there, that resume compared to Clemson's. You see, Virginia's strength of schedule is actually roughly 20-something points lower than Clemson's. Their RPI is comparable. They're within 4. But what you see with Virginia is you see 33 wins up there.
Yep.
So I think that they can feel a little bit better about the NCAA tournament right now than Clemson can. Although I think both teams are going to get in. I think both teams deserve to get in. But you always want to have that little buffer, particularly when you got to go up and play 3 tough games with Duke.
Here's Marion Collins as she hits it to left field, and a nice catch by Hackett for out number 1. Collins, the sophomore, sensational sophomore, having another good campaign. You're right, Coach. You look at that Virginia resume also, they lose the opener to Arkansas, then they win 21 in a row before their next loss. They've got a long win streak in there as well.
That outfielder had a serious look on her face.
Here's Corey Hicks, the catcher. Transfer from Oklahoma, looks at a strike.
If you dig into the schedule and you go back 3 or 4 weeks, Clemson has gone through a stretch that many teams just don't have to see every year. They have had to play Florida State, Virginia Tech, go to Pitt, then come here with Virginia, and oh, by the way, they got to finish with Duke.
Hicks at the plate, the Tiger catcher, behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's had a great season for John Rittman. Leads the ball club at 9 home runs.
Yep. Transferred in from Oklahoma.
There's your buddy.
The Johnny Ball game.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. Now, for those who are just watching from, say, Charlottesville for the first time, you and Coach Rittman go way back, don't you?
Oh, 30 years or more.
You all coach together?
We did work together in the USA program. John Rittman is a fantastic softball coach and a twice as good human being. I'm very fond of him. And he tolerates me always picking on him.
You're good at that.
Because I always pick on him.
2-2 to Hicks. 1 out. Base is empty in the second. Mac Pavesi's run scoring single in the bottom of the first. Tigers have a 1-0 lead. It's hit hard, but just foul.
And again, you saw Johnny showing his savvy. He didn't make a move toward that ball.
There was a time, though, he could pick him with the best of them, couldn't he?
Looking lean, kinda.
2-2 to Hicks. This is run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good at bat. When she hits it a long way.
She certainly does. The payoff. And she's aboard with 1 out. Here's the freshman third baseman, Sarah Bro. With 5 home runs, but she's done most of her long ball distance, Coach, later in the season.
Well, she's getting better.
Yeah.
I was here when she hit her first home run, and you could almost see her, like the pressure just leave her shoulders as she was running the bases.
Hicks down at first base with 1 out. Bro hits it to the shortstop, and that'll start a 6-4 force out. Bro beats the throw to first, and they're 2 away.
Shortstop did a nice job going in the hole and getting that out. There again was an example of an infielder reading the ball off the bat. She knew that ball was hit firm enough, and she knew who the base runner was. She had no doubt that she was going to second base with the ball. She also had no doubt she had no chance to throw anybody out at first base.
Yeah, Hilton did a nice job in the backhand. Here's Kylie Johnson, who takes ball 1. Johnson, who last year hit probably one of the biggest homers in Clemson history when she hit a 2-run homer in the 7th inning of the ACC title game against Florida State to eventually knock off the Noles 2-1.
No doubt about it.
You know, she is, and I've described her when you watch her play, Kylie, she is what I consider a 5-tool player. She can hit, She hits for power. She can run. She can field, and she's got the best arm, one of the best arms in college softball.
She has the potential for that. She's got to get that batting average stuff figured out.
I agree. This one has popped up on the infield. Call out into shallow center. The second baseman makes the call and the catch. The Tigers get a one-out walk. That runner is eventually stranded. 1-0 Clemson. We move to the third. At the Quarter Stadium. No one does it better than Clemson University.
No, the events people, I mean, are first class. The production people, outstanding job. The television production people on our end do a great job of showing the pictures. And there's not enough honor and good things you can say about the men and women that serve our country, where we can go out here and play softball on a Friday night.
No question. You talk about those that are serving. This is a live shot of some of the military members here tonight, and those that have served. You know, if you move behind us about 100 yards over the Doug Kingsmore Stadium, they got what I call salute to service in the fourth inning, where they actually, the players go into the crowd and introduce themselves to the veterans.
Yeah, look at those people. That's the best we have in this country, ladies and gentlemen. And don't ever forget it, and don't take it for granted.
Yeah, what did they say? Freedom isn't free. It's those young men and women that do our country right. Strike leading off the third inning, Jaden Griffith. Bounce to shortstop, 0 for 1. So Virginia has threatened. They have stranded 4 through 2 innings, 3 of them in scoring position. This one is tapped over the circle. Chanel, what a play.
You will not see a better play tonight than the one you just saw, ladies and gentlemen. It may not look like it was special, but that was special. Watch this, the big hop, fast runner, shortstop on the moves, scoop, catch, and the throw. Unbelievable.
Yeah, do or die. And Chanel did, 1 down. Here's Eaton.
And you know what, partner? It is big anytime Eaton hits without a runner on base.
Well, if you're a Tiger fan, certainly this is where you want to see Eaton at the plate. Base is empty, right?
Yeah.
And Chanel has solidified shortstop for this ball club.
Yes, she has.
She has done a magnificent job. There's a slow roller foul, and then you look at really this entire infield. We talked a little bit about Bro and the job she's done down at third base. And then over at first base, Pavesi has, as good as she's been at the plate.
Got a couple of good freshmen on the corners, don't you?
Yeah, you certainly do. Pavesi can pick it down at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The number 3 hitter in the order. 10 homers, 55 driven in. Those 55 RBIs, 8 shy of the school record of 63, which, oh, by the way, she owns as well.
Yeah.
Just missed upstairs, 2-2.
You know, pitching with 2 strikes on the batter is a lot easier than pitching with 2 balls on the batter. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to get ahead, stay ahead, work from being ahead.
2-2. And you got a couple to work with. Now it's run full 3-2. Well, you know, there's nothing more important than strike one.
Yeah.
In my book.
If there was anything that I would talk about, and I don't know who's calling the pitches, and I don't know, you know, what was supposed to be what, but I like to make something happen on 2-2. I don't like 3-2 counts.
I don't either. Off the glove of Manis, and Collins throws her out on another nice play by the defense. That will go 1-4-3 for out number 2.
And everybody's wanting to know, is that something we want to look at again over there in that third base dugout? But they're saying no. You know, everybody's got their cameras now. And they got replay.
You know what I like? Collins got it and got rid of it quickly.
And Pavese did a great job striding to the ball.
Here's Cabral, 2 outs, base is empty. Let me ask you this. You see the shadow at home plate?
Uh-huh.
Manis is in the sunlight. Does that make a difference for a hitter at the plate?
I don't think it hurts the hitter too much because it gets in the shadow early.
Okay.
But it very well could be a factor to some hitters.
Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
But I know this much. For our production value, Rick Bagby is not going to allow us to spend the money to move the sun.
No. I think that's a
tightwad.
The pitch is tapped up the middle, and it'll sneak into center field. So 2-out base hit for Cabral. And she's aboard for Hickey. We've seen this Tiger defense this inning in particular, in the plays they've made for a minute there. I thought Shadell was going to make another great play, but Cabral bounces it into center.
With Clemson being a state school, can you imagine the paperwork we would have to fill out if we wanted
to move the sun? Yeah, you know, I think it's a no-go.
I mean, just don't even try.
I don't even know that. I mean, I don't know if I have a hotline to the guy that's in charge of it all. Do you?
Well, I don't know that you want me making that call, but I'm not going to judge anybody else.
Here's Hickey, who lined a base hit in the right field her first time. She was eventually stranded at third base to end the 2nd inning. That was fouled back, no balls and 2 strikes. And Virginia's had base runners in each inning. A couple in the first, bases loaded in the 2nd. Went through a set of sides down at third base, head coach Harden.
Yeah, we've seen base runners in this game.
Manis ahead 0-2. Tapped right back to her. Throw to first. And that will end the top of the 3rd. Manis fields her position as well as anyone.
She does a really good job with it.
May in the ACC tournament, down a run in the bottom of the 6th. Taylor Pipkin's grand slam the difference as the Tigers go on to a 7-4 win over Virginia.
And it was somewhat unexpected, but totally appreciated, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice catch by Brockenbrough in center. Tigers went on to win the ACC title, their first tournament title. It'll be Pipkins to lead things off. Tigers won the regular season title back in 2021. And swept through the brackets.
What a lot of
last
people may not take time to consider, this program at Clemson is still in its infancy.
Pipkins trying to bunt her way aboard. That is a foul ball. The home plate umpire initially pointed foul, and then he changed it to fair, one away. Did you see that?
Yeah, maybe it wiggled back fair.
I thought it was fair, but I watched the home plate umpire. It's his call before the ball gets to the bag. And initially, I think he just got his pointer.
You think his
pointer was going the wrong way? Oh, we couldn't quite see it. But yeah, but it's a fair ball. Not about
and
it.
the first baseman did what she should do.
Absolutely.
Is get that ball and get the tag on her.
Strike one to Brockett.
That's a cheap out right there.
So you're a first baseman. You come in quickly and before it can go foul.
Particularly if you've got that
the runner's
space,
not to you.
Yeah, if you've got that much space between you and the runner.
There's a nice play down at first by Eaton. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Pipkins tried to bunt her way aboard. Nice play by Eaton for the first out here in the 3rd inning. And this is the straw that stirs the Tiger drink right here. Brockett ball.
You know, she's got sneaky power. She's got 6 home runs.
She really does.
She drives it down the line, too. Usually most of her home runs are driven right down the line.
You go back to the opening weekend. I think it was Southeastern Louisiana. She rips this one into right field for a 1-out base hit. Go back to the opening game of the season. Clemson was down a couple runs in the 7th inning to Southeastern Louisiana. They were 1 out away from losing that. She hit a home run in the 7th inning, and the Tigers went on to win it in extras 5-3.
How about that?
Brockett Bro aboard for the 2nd time.
Are you going to start her? Running, I'm talking about?
I'm asking you. You're the expert. Not really. There's an infield hit by Chanel.
Well, you can't make the prediction after the ball's put in play.
I didn't see where the ball was going.
Don't give me that.
I was looking down. Anyway, like I said, don't send her on the first pitch. Give Chanel 1 crack at it, and she gets an infield base hit, 1st and 2nd, 1 out.
Yada, yada, yada. Good job by Chanel.
Hindsight's batting 1,000.
Good job by Chanel. And it also was a good job of smothering that ball by the shortstop.
So here's Pavesi, who drove in the game's lone run back at the bottom of the 1st. This time she bats with runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 down.
We talk a lot about Eaton because she's worthy of it, but I'll tell you, Jade Hilton's got a nice game out there at shortstop.
Yeah, she does it at the plate. She does it defensively. This is a good Virginia ball club all the way around.
You better know it.
1 ball, 1 strike on Pavesi. It's just missed. 2-1. Tigers have now out-hit the Cavs 3-2. At the outfield and center field, you've got Griffith pretty much straight away. Medium depth, likewise Hackett in left. Green's a few steps over in the right center. Down right field. Pavesi puts down a beauty, and Pavesi has an infield base hit. And one other thing she does well, Coach, she runs better than people know.
She's definitely quicker than she looks.
Yes, sir.
And she saw that, and she just dropped it down. First baseman was playing back.
So the bunt single will bring up Cintron. Saw the Tigers when they took the 1-0 1st inning lead, as you would say, ABC baseball, get them on, get them over, get them in, but some small ball in this inning as well. So trying a chance to do some damage, and she looks at strike 1. She bounced into a 5-4-3 double play to end the 1st. That's what the Cavs are hoping for again.
And what the Clemson Tigers want at least is a long fly ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. Lane misses upstairs. 1 out single by Brockenbrough. She lined it in the right. Chanel with an infield base hit. Bunt single by Pavesi. The Tigers have him loaded with one down. Cintron behind now. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
She was trying to hit a 6-run homer there. She just needs to stay in there and trust her swing.
Lane looking for a very important second out. The 1-2. And it's hit hard to short off the glove of Hilton. It will allow 2 runs to score, and the Tigers now lead it 3-0.
And the most excited person in the stadium is Cintron. You see her reaction out there at first base. Oh, that made her feel good to drive in a couple of runs.
2-run single by Macy. And the Tigers do cash in on this bases loaded opportunity. With the speed on the base pass and Brockenbrough and Chanel.
There's that reaction.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's you on a Friday night with your trucker cap that you got tonight.
No, it might have used to be. But it's not anymore.
Pre-game, they were going through the songs here at the stadium before the fans even got in. Coach, you got some sweet tunes.
Well, it's country music Friday. It's country music Friday here. And, I mean, they were playing to my strength.
Here's Collins. Line to left her first time. Tigers with a 2-run single by Cintron. Now lead it 3-0. He's got runners at first and second. Still only 1 out. Collins, who primarily last year played shortstop, and now the second baseman. She looks at a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
She's had some timely hits this year for the Tigers.
Had a nice conversation with her father down in Texas when the Tigers were in a tournament down there. She comes from a family of a lot of brothers.
Yep.
This one is hit into the gap in left center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Pavesi will score. It's an RBI double for Collins, and the Tigers extend the lead to 4-0.
Yeah. They're jumping on her right now. This has got to be good for the Clemson confidence.
Well, we have seen Collins throughout her young career, Coach. She does a nice job of going the other way, and a nice job by left fielder Hackett. That saved another run.
It sure did. And I can't tell from our angle if there's going to be a change on the mound, but it looks like it is. I see a lineup card out by the pitching coach. Let's see what's going on. I think we're going to have a change, Tony. I really do.
Looks like we may have a new pitcher for, and it looks like it's going to be Ava Hodges, who for a moment looked like she was coming in and out of the bullpen.
Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah. Now we got the meeting at the circle. This inning began when Pipkins tried to bunt her way aboard. She was out on a nice play by the first baseman, Eaton. But since then, Tigers with 5 straight hits. The latest a double by Collins, and it's 4-0. We'll be back after this. Eden Bigham is on, the senior right-hander. Coach, when you talk about this Cavalier pitching staff, they certainly have the depth and they've got quality arms, to say the least.
They surely do. They are deep. I mean, they're legitimately 5 deep out there on the mound. Bigham is coming into the game with a 2.93 ERA, 12-1 on the year, and has worked 81 1/3 innings. She is pitching some big moments for this team. 80 strikeouts to only 39 walks. You're going to have to hit to beat Virginia's pitching because they're not going to walk you as a rule.
Here's Hicks with runners at second and third and one out. The infield will play in as Corey fouls that one off the screen behind home plate. Normally when you talk about outstanding pitching staffs, one or two really good pitchers. Kennedy Ariel, now the pinch runner down at third base for John Rittman's ball club. Swung on, this one popped up. Should be routine for the second baseman, Call, who makes the catch, and a big second out.
That was huge. You see that right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's 3 Cavaliers in the top 6 or 7 in the league. They're all very, very good and well coached.
And here's Bro, and you mentioned the fact that Bigham comes in with a 2.93 ERA. She's just off of that list.
Correct.
It is amazing. 2.68 as a team. Ball and no strikes to Bro. Second and third, 2 down. Pitch misses, 2 balls and no strikes. You know what I saw interesting today looking at some of the numbers? Clemson actually leads the ACC in team shutouts.
How about that?
Yeah. The 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Either I was looking at the wrong season, or that's what the stats told me. But you know, my computer certainly isn't one of the new ones.
No, the squirrel's still alive, isn't it?
It's still alive. Here's bases loaded as Bro takes the 4-pitch walk.
That brings up Allie Johnson down at the bottom of the batting order.
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, last time Johnson came to the plate with the bases loaded was last weekend at Pitt. She promptly hit a grand slam. Only her second homer, but kind of blew that game wide open. 1 ball and no strikes.
She's working in the 8 hole tonight.
It's the 9th batter of the inning for the Clemson Tigers. At this point, they've scored 3 and they've got 3 on. The bases are loaded. And the count goes to 2-0 on Johnson. But she's in a hitter's count, to say the least.
Well, but if you're Johnson, don't you take? Hitting 229.
Well, you're the coach.
I mean, I think you take a pitch right here.
Make her throw you a strike.
I sure do.
She's also could turn this game around in a heartbeat. Well, she took the strike. 2 balls and a strike. So you were right on again.
Now she's got a green light.
Bigham trying to work out of a bases loaded jam. She's nearly there. She's bounced back nicely to even the count at 2-2.
I don't think she'll get a better pitch to hit this inning than that one right there. That one hovered up in the middle part of the plate.
2-2 on Johnson. And this one is popped into shallow center. Call the second baseman makes the catch. And that will retire the side. Nice job by Bigham coming out of the bullpen to limit the damage. And the Tigers score 3 and now lead it 4-0. Coach, that's the ultimate. That's what everybody wants to get to.
Everybody wants to go to Oklahoma City. You're exactly right. To get to Oklahoma City, you first have got to get interregional, win it, and then go to a super regional. And you see right there, Clemson has made 3 super regionals in their short history.
They were 60 feet away from Oklahoma
City last year.
The bases loaded, nobody out. And they were 1 base hit or fly ball away from eliminating the eventual national champion, Texas.
They played very well in Austin.
They played very well. They got off to a slow start last year.
Yes.
And then turned things around big time and ended up having a great season. And they're hoping for the same results late this year. They lead 4-0. And this one, Hackett to lead things off. And she drives the second pitch to deep center, but Brockenbrough will have room on the track, 1 down. Hackett gave it a ride.
But the main thing is she got that first out. There's the veteran Brockenbrough out of Locust Grove, Georgia. That's south of Atlanta, going down toward Macon on I-75, Tony.
It's good to know.
Well, you know.
Mackenzie Clark, by the way, before her, Tigers have had some great center fielders. And Mackenzie Clark roamed center field for 4 years and always wonder who's going to replace her, who's going to be able to, and she's done it.
And you hoped that you didn't have to be that person until Brockenbrough showed up. And defensively, they have not missed a step.
Here's Alex Call, the second baseman.
And Mackenzie Clark was a 5-tool player.
Absolutely, yes. And you talk about that infancy with this Clemson team, but boy, they had a great opening recruiting class, if you will.
Well, they had 2 things happen. Number one, they got to recruit and get a lot of kids on campus the year before their first season of play. And then they actually had some good come out of, see her swing and miss right there. They had some good come out of the COVID season. Now, COVID was a devastating thing for the entire country and the world, but it gave all of those players an additional year of eligibility. So they had some very seasoned players.
As Call goes down swinging, 2 down.
By the time they were seniors. I mean, we went through an era in college sports where we had 7-year seniors.
4th strikeout for the right-hander Manis, and quickly 2 up, 2 down. Yeah, and John and the staff certainly cashed in on some good ones. There's strike 1. You talk about Clark. Obviously, Cagle ended up being the National Player of the Year, Valerie Cagle. Maddie Moore, who was around last year, was an All-American at second base.
They really had some nice players.
And then in the circle, you mentioned Millie Thompson. Last year's group, Reese Basinger and Brooke McCubbin.
And don't forget Reggie Spencer.
Reagan Spencer was great 2 years ago for this team.
I'm going to tell you, she
was terrific.
She was the unsung hero of that club.
Yep.
Season 24 will always be her season.
So Madison Green behind at the count 0-2. And she waves at this one, and it's a 1-2-3 inning into circle for Sierra Manis. Her first one tonight. Perfect location. For the Tigers, they scored 3 times. 2-run single by Cintron off the glove of Hilton, drove in a pair, and then Collins capped the 3-run inning with a run-producing double into left center.
And I'll tell you what was equally as big was that shutdown inning that Manis just gave them. And there's John Rittman right there.
Take a look. How about the runners?
Look at that. They're 5 for 10 with runners on base tonight at Clemson. That's going to make Johnny happy.
There's Pipkins leading off the inning for the 2nd consecutive inning. Anytime you lead off an inning, back-to-back innings, something good happened for your ball club offense.
Absolutely. Something good happened in between, didn't it?
You know, and we talk about the 5 for 10 for Clemson. That's huge. The 0 for 6 for Virginia. As that ball's hit foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. We saw early on they left a couple of runners in scoring position, or 1 runner in scoring position in the first, with the bases loaded in the second.
And I don't have anything in my pocket to justify it, but I thought that last half inning is the best inning that Manis has pitched in several weeks. She really slammed the door after her team got her some runs.
Yeah, I have to agree 100%. And she pitched with some confidence. And more importantly, you talked about this earlier. She pitched ahead in the count.
Aggression, yep.
Transfer from upstate has been tremendous for this ball club this year. 3 balls and a strike on Pipkins. Tried to bunt her way aboard in the 3rd. You know, you look at her, she's not big in stature, if you will, but boy, she packs a punch, doesn't she?
Got quick hands.
And she's aboard to lead off the 4th. Nice job by the right fielder. Just a sophomore.
That brings up Brockenbrough. So you kind of got to think you got to be on your toes for a bunt, don't you think?
I agree with you. And then Virginia believes that as well. You see Weismer down at 3rd, probably 3 or 4 steps in at the bag, down at 3rd base. Yeah.
2 steps from the right-handed batter's box.
Brockenbrough takes a pitch in. She did not show bunt.
No, she didn't. Let's see what. Now, this is the game within the game we're watching, Tony, right now. Is Rittman and Brockenbrough are looking how they're playing her.
The 1-0, 2 balls and no strikes.
They're
this
also,
is not like bigmen in the circle.
Right, and they're watching the fact that the pitcher's struggling right now to get some strikes thrown. She was upset with 1 call that she didn't get in the last at bat.
There's a strike.
Now we'll see what goes on now. Now let's see what goes on.
Pipkins 3 out of 4 in the stolen base department.
Coach Rittman down there flashing signals.
2 balls and a strike. And she shows bunt and takes strike 2. Bigham dots the outside corner, so she's bounced back nicely as the right-hander to even the count at 2-2.
Now, if you're Brockenbrough, you'll go to work and defend the plate.
This one is lined into center field, a base hit.
That'll work.
And Brockenbrough is 2 for 2, and she's been on base all 3 times, and the first 2 have reached in the 4th. She just served that ball nicely in the center field.
You know, now is a time that I don't bunt, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
If you bunt, you're going to take the bat out of the hands of the 3-hole hitter. And Pavese will not get a chance to get a good pitch to hit.
Chanel shows bunt. It's a beauty. The play to first is not in time, says the first base umpire, Emerus Addison, and the bases are loaded. Let's see if they'll want to take a look at that one.
They want to get a look at that one. Let's see.
Let's see, Coach. Let's get your expert opinion.
I'll have to see it. Well, it's pretty close.
Pretty close, yep.
I guarantee you they've got an angle. I knew they'd have an angle. I think she's going to be safe. I don't think you can. I think that's too close to call.
Well, they're not going to challenge it. So the bases are loaded. It's a base hit for Chanel, and here's Pavese. She takes strike 1.
Now, if you're the Cavaliers, you find yourself in a mess because you've already got the bases loaded, nobody out, and now here comes the meat of the Tiger order.
The 0-1, and that is hit and caught by the 3rd baseman, Weismer.
Well, that right there, that's a gift for the pitcher. But Vasey got jammed on that one.
Nice pitch by Bigham. And needed. She sawed her off, didn't she?
Yeah, they did. It just jammed her.
And a nice job by Weismer down at third base to elude Pipkins. I mean, she had to kind of steer her body around Pipkins, who was over at third base, and make a nice catch.
Well, as we've talked about all night, this Cavalier team has been well coached. They know how to play.
We'll bring a meeting into the circle.
Well, the problem, I think I'm right on this. They don't get charged a meeting when they go out to the circle and meet while there's a substitution going on. And I wish one thing that would help softball speed up a little bit is if we could quit having like 6 coaches come out of the dugout for every meeting we have. I mean, now we got like 3 and 4 different coaches come out to talk to people at times during the timeout. And I just...
Coach, you mentioned about Bigham and how outstanding she's been in the circle. 81 plus innings coming in, 39 walks. Command has been a little bit of a struggle tonight. We just saw the numbers a few seconds ago. 24 pitches to this point, right down the middle, 12 and 12. That's not a good ratio.
No. And she's not usually that way.
That's right.
This has been.
And that's the point.
But she's pitched under stress since she's been in the game.
Cintron will bat with the bases loaded, 1 out.
And of course, this inning has been of her doing, but she hasn't had a chance to really get relaxed and get into a flow of any kind.
The last time Cintron came to the plate, she had the bases loaded, 1 out, and she delivered a 2-run single. And this one is hit to second. This could be 2. Second one, relay to first, and that's an inning-ending double play. So a nice job by Bigham to get out of trouble. Loads the bases with nobody out, gets a pop-up, and a 4-6-3 double play ends the threat.
That is the best friend a pitcher can have.
Pitched out of trouble early, coach, and she's been outstanding late.
She has really done a good job of giving her team a chance to win. She's out there throwing a lot of strikes right now. Had a great half inning in the 4th. We'll see what the 5th brings her.
And she has allowed only 2 hits through 4. She's retired 7 of the last batters she has faced. 3 of them she has struck out, and that's part of her 5K performance at this point. And more importantly, she's limited to pitches. I know it's not as big as it would be in baseball, but 71 pitches going to the 5th.
That's doable.
Bro on the short hop. Nice play, 1 down. Made it look routine, coach.
And we've already talked about it, you know? Just hands are so good and her throws are so accurate.
Soft hands. So Weismer, the number 9 hitter in the order, retired to start the 5th. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And that was a big out to get. Because this is the part of the game now where if you're the Clemson defense, you start counting outs. I mean, you've got the Cavaliers now down to 8 outs. remaining to score runs.
Hilton, who has been hit by a pitch and struck out, fouls off the first pitch.
Excellent softball player. She's got a really nice game at shortstop, and she handles the bat well, too.
She wears that C on her jersey for a reason. 1 ball, 1 strike. You don't see that a lot anymore. In the old days, the captains would have that C on their jersey. She's got it. If my eyes are not playing tricks on me. I've seen her flash the leather down at short as well. She's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike.
You see pretty good.
Did I see? Was that a C? There it is.
You see pretty good.
There we go. Remember back in the day, the captain and all the teams would wear that. I mean, back in your day.
Oh, back in my day.
Before the alphabet. 2-1.
I go back to Roman numerals.
So who was your favorite major league team growing up?
Well, I'm born and raised in Atlanta, so I had to suffer through the 1970s with the Braves. But if it was anybody, and again, back then you only saw 1 game a week. And
3 and 2.
I was a big fan of the Cincinnati Reds at that time, the Big Red Machine.
Big Red Machine.
But I'm an Atlanta Braves fan.
Yeah.
Born and bred.
66, I guess they moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, and I remember them.
What, 40 then?
Yeah, and they won the division in '69, and then didn't win another one until I was bald.
Here's a little looping liner in the right field. A 1-out base hit for Hilton. Throw behind the runner. Gets away, but nice job by the catcher Hicks to back up the throw.
Yep, Hicks was exactly where she needed to be.
Well, nice job by Hilton.
Yep. Need to be careful and not give your opponent an extra base by making an unnecessary throw.
You know, we saw Brockenbrough for Clemson, the leadoff batter, really do a nice job back control, serving the ball in the center field last time. That was a great job by Hilton.
Sure was.
And now here's Griffith looking at a strike. We talked about Brockenbrough playing shallow. She has really moved in at center field. Likewise, Pipkins in right. For the speedy Griffith, who's at the plate, has bounced to short twice.
Yeah, if she has a ball in the gap, she's going to have a great chance at the inside to Parker.
Snap throw to first, and Hilton is back barely.
That was a fine throw by the catcher.
You know, we have seen this year, Hicks has got a good arm, and more importantly, accurate. Another look at it.
That right there was a great snap throw. She may not have gotten her, but she sure has got her thinking now. She was back, but that right there, she will respect the catcher a little bit more than she did before that.
2 balls and a strike. Yeah, Griffith hit that ball to short that Chanel made that outstanding play on coming in. Short hop. And that's ball 3.
Now this is what you can't do. This right here is exactly what you cannot do.
See Manis take a deep breath. Got to throw strikes, you're right.
You've got a 4-run lead.
3-1. And that misses ball 4. So after the 1-out, ground out by Weismer for out number 1. A nice job by Hilton to serve a single in the right field, and now Griffith draws the walk. And here's the top hitter on this club that can make it a 1-run game with 1 swing. Here's Eaton. Pitch is hit hard into right field, a base hit. Hilton will score, and runners will be at first and third on the RBI single by Eaton, and it's now a 4-1 Clemson lead.
And she does what you do. She has hit the ball where it's pitched. This is the 3rd time through for the Cavaliers. They have seen Manis now. So she's going to have to do some different things to get them out.
So Eaton drives in run number 56. And here's Cabral. Well, what we have seen sometimes with Manis in these situations, this is where you got to limit the damage a little bit.
Yes.
Cabral hits it deep to center. Going back is Brockenbrough, and we are tied. A long home run by Cabral, and just like that, it's a 4-4 ball game.
Everything was great until the top half come along for the 3rd time. And now we're right back where we started.
Base hit, a walk, RBI single by Eaton, and then Cabral delivers. home run number 11. She's got 40 runs driven in, and just like that, it's a 4-4 ball game.
And she tattooed that pitch.
That was a no-doubter.
And you know what, Tony, you could see momentum get up and walk from the first base dugout over to the third base dugout right then.
Just like that in one swing. And we're even at 4. Here's Hickey. He takes ball 1. 1 for 2 tonight for Hickey.
That happened in a hurry.
It really did. I mean, 2 pitches. RBI single. Next pitch is hit some 200 and something feet to straightaway center. This is a looper down the right field line. That's going to fall for a base hit. Pipkins does a nice job at foul ground to get over quickly and hold Hickey to a 1-out single.
She did a very good job of that.
I mentioned that Manis had retired 8 of 9, but since then, you've got a single, a walk, another base hit, a home run, and then a bloop single to right by Hickey, and she'll be run for down at first base with the catcher.
And I'm not saying that it's exclusively the reason, but part of this is they are seeing her for the 3rd time. And the pitching pattern looks like we got a change coming now.
Yeah, Addison Razor will come on to run for Hickey down at first.
And we're going to have a new pitcher come in too.
I believe it's going to be Cintron, who was warming in the bullpen.
I think you're right.
So we got a couple of changes. Mentioned that Razor's going to come on and pitch run for Hickey. She represents the go-ahead run in the 5th inning. John Rittman goes to the home plate umpire. Greg Hyde, and it will be Cintron. So the Cavaliers have come off the deck. It's a 4-4 game, and the Tigers go to their pen. This game's now tied at 4. She had a rough 5th inning.
Now here's what's unusual about the sport of softball. They did not change the lineup at all. The lineup is not changed. There was no changes made on the scorecard. What they did was they dropped from 10 players to 9 players. That's why you see Manis down in the bullpen. She could conceivably come back in and pitch the 6th or the 7th or whatever inning.
Well, Macy Cintron, the sophomore, will come on for her 8th appearance. 2-0 on the year. Limited action going into last weekend, but boy, she was called upon and did a nice job down in Pittsburgh last weekend for the Tigers. She comes here in the 5th. The go-ahead run down at first, and the first pitch is popped up in the shallow center. Collins, the second baseman, puts it away, 2 down.
Don't you wish all of them were that simple, 1 pitch and 1 out?
Well, we have seen on the Virginia side some clutch pitching in big situations. Cintron comes in and gets the first pitch swinging. Hackett popping to second base. There's Alex Call, who's 0 for 2. She's bounced out and struck out.
That ball got up there at 68 miles an hour.
You know, Macy was brought here to Clemson as a 2-way player.
That's correct.
The 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
What she's got to guard against here is trying to overthrow. I don't think the first pitch she had tried to overthrow, but it looked like that one she tried to help it a little bit.
The 2-0, and it's popped up. Pavesi at first, puts it away, and a nice job by Cintron in the circle to get out of the trouble. But the Cavaliers score 4 times. We got a new ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And there's Danny Cannon. Speaking of military night, he's a veteran, and he sings "Take Me Out" in the ball game. Does it here in the 5th inning at McWhorter Stadium. Also does it over at baseball in the 7th inning stretch.
Is that right?
He is a legend. He is right up there in your neighborhood.
Right.
Legend 1, legend 2.
No.
Absolutely. Now that's how you told me to say it.
Well, I'm trying to be aw shuck.
Here's Collins leading things off.
When you are a legend, it's just bad cricket to say it yourself.
I got you. Collins takes a strike. Marion drove in a run with a double in the left center her last time. Now hitting it.
But there's a lot of people that say that I'm a legend.
A legend.
Yeah.
New lease on life, and there's a little looper that's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for the Tigers as Collins collects her 2nd base hit of the night.
That's like just like a pin being stuck in you when you give up a hit like that. Infield was in a little bit, and she hit that ball just hard enough to get over the head.
You know, they talk about how things even up. You know how many balls this year Collins hit on the screws right at somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Here's Hicks. Takes ball 1. Hicks 0 for 1. Hicks popped up her last time. That was a big second out. That was the first batter that Bigham faced coming in relief. This pitch is hit fair down the 3rd base line and into the corner. But a nice play by the left fielder. Hackett came over quickly.
That was
a hold Collins
very good play by Hackett. I thought that ball was surely going to get in the corner. Watch this left fielder outrun that ball. That ball's hit hard.
Yeah, I thought I had no chance of getting to it.
And all of a sudden, look, there she is. And she held him to 1 base. Now we got Rippman's got his card out. Looks like we're going to be doing some pinch running.
Yeah, Ava Wilson has come out of the dugout. She'll run for Hicks.
Can you see those numbers from here, or are you just guessing?
You know, I have been around this program enough now, I can just see them. I don't need to see the number. Yeah.
You're just that good. Okay. Toot, toot.
I'm going to quote you on that. I'm going to tell my wife. Because she'll tell you, as far as cleaning the house and cutting the grass, I'm not real good at that stuff.
Yeah.
2 on, nobody out. Let's see if they've got the bunt on here for Bro. They do not. Ball 1. You got the 3rd baseman. Weismer playing well behind the bag at 3rd.
Well, I like this play because, I mean, you've already got the go-ahead run at 2nd base. Take 3 chances of driving it in.
I'm with you. The 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. So Virginia scores 4 in the top of the inning. The Tigers get a pair of base hits to start the bottom of the 5th. Collins dumps one in the left center. And then Hicks pulls one just fair inside the bag at 3rd. And Bro hits it foul, 2-1. You know, early in the year, Bro, known for her power, as you mentioned earlier. I know she hit a ball at Texas early in the year to about knock the left field wall down, but it took her a long time before she homered.
Right.
But she has certainly taken off since. She's got 5 of them on the year. This one is hit foul behind home plate. Good job by Bigham in the circle to even the count at 2-2.
I always like to tell my power hitters, try to hit doubles, and the ones that should fly to the ballpark will fly to the ballpark. Don't get home run on the mind. Beat them gap to gap.
The 2-2 to Bro. Swung on, fly ball, deep right field. Green going back, and it is gone! A 3-run homer, and the Tigers answer to take a 7-4 lead.
Well, we were talking about it, and she drove that ball right out of the ballpark. It wasn't gap to gap, but it was gone. One of our producers just said that was a Bro bomb. I like that.
I like that, yeah. And home run number 6.
That's the way you get runs back right there. Now, if you're Clemson, what you need to do right now is consider this the top of the 5th inning. What I mean by that is nobody on, nobody out. Start fresh right here. Act like that 3-run homer never happened, and build another situation where you could score some more runners.
Well, they're going to try to do just that, and they're going to do it with a pinch hitter. Here's Julia Noller. So Noller will grab a bat and hit for Johnson. That way you got the lefty facing the right-hander. So the Tigers answer the 4-run top of the 5th with a 3-run bottom of the 5th to this point. As Noller hits one up the middle, but the looping liner will be caught by the shortstop Hilton, one away. Did a nice job by the second baseman Call to dodge her teammate.
You know, it's just a razor thin between aggressive and being patient. Noller has been sitting in that dugout for a couple of games now, waiting for a chance, and I'd love to see her take a pitch there, just getting settled in the batter's box.
Here's Pipkins, who takes ball 1. We saw a 3-run homer in the top of this frame by Cabral, which tied the game at 4, and now Bro has untied it for Clemson with a 3-run homer of her own. It's 7-4 Clemson. Pitch misses inside.
And momentum got up and changed sides again.
It's amazing. We've talked about this, and I think you said it. Someone told me this. And softball, momentum's always 1 pitch away.
It sure is.
The 2-0.
And it really, you really can see it when it enters the dugout.
Number 9 hitter in Pipkins. And the count 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. By the way, the baseball team is at Virginia this weekend. They're playing game 2 of that series right now. Last night, the homestanding Cavaliers got a 6-4 win. Right now, they're in the 6th inning. It is a 1-1 baseball game. Pipkins pops it shallow right. That is going to be caught by Green, who came in and made the play. 2 down. We've seen Bigham, that riding fastball, if you will. We saw it against Pavesi last inning, and now twice in this inning. She rides it in on the hitters, gets those soft pop-ups. So here's Brockenbro's had a perfect night. Has walked, has a couple of base hits, and has scored twice. She fouls back the bunt, tipped 0-1.
Brockenbrough angry with herself, thought she should have done more with that pitch.
You know, you saw her mature as a player, particularly at the plate last year. And she got more and more comfortable with this ball club. This is fouls back 0-2. You know, early in the year, last year, she didn't seem as comfortable. And as the season went on, we talked about it, she was a mainstay in that lineup, hitting in the 9 spot. But she filled a void that this club really needed. And then in center field, she was outstanding.
She became like the defensive glue out there in center field very quickly. I think coming into the season last year, everybody was wondering, okay, what are we doing out there now that McKenzie's gone? What are we doing now that McKenzie's gone? But what Clemson found out was the young lady that came over from Knoxville, she was equal to the task.
2-2. She's got a great eye. She will be missed. Of course, senior day is Sunday, and she is half of the senior class. Abby Dunning, the right-handed pitcher, the other half. This one is a swing and a miss, and a good job by Bigham, who gave up the 3-run homer. But a pop-up, a fly-out, a strikeout, but not before Sarah Bro delivers her 6th homer of the year. As we go to the 6th, it's now 7-4 Tigers.
Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
Everybody's loving the ESPN app these days. So you can watch just about anything off of that app.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks watching us tonight, ACC Network Extra. 7-4 Tigers as we go to the 6th. There's a good look.
That's worth a month's subscription right there, watching me and you.
Well, you got the veterans out tonight. By the way, the Tigers have first pitch of the inning, a foul ball out of play. No balls and a strike. The new catcher, Sam Minish, is in the game for John Rittman's ball club.
Pride of Hull, Georgia.
Left-handed catcher.
Yep.
Tell you one thing about Sam. I don't know if you've ever seen her throw. She has a cannon.
I've been to a couple games this year.
I know you've been. I don't know why I asked. By the way, Madison Green at the plate. She is hit by a pitch. And I think John Rittman may want them to take a look at that one. Green behind in the count 0-1. That one skipped in there. John's going to have a quick word with the home plate umpire. That's Craig Hyde behind the plate. Let's take a look at the replay.
Clemson challenging the hit-by pitch.
I don't know, Coach. From that view, you can't say it did, but you can't say it didn't either.
I think it hit between her legs.
That's a tough view because her front foot.
It did not hit her front foot.
Right, didn't hit her front foot, but her front foot's going to block the view maybe of her back foot. Let's see.
Man, how does she hold it still that long?
I don't know. And look how focused Minish is.
Oh, that is, I mean, you talk about a changeup. That thing's taking like 6 minutes.
The Tigers are going to challenge it. See, there you can't tell. Now, you do see the dirt. So at some point, it did hit dirt.
I swear the ball didn't hit her, but I've been wrong so many times.
Well, I'm not disagreeing, but my point being, I don't know that you can overturn it because you can't see it not actually hit, right? Does it skim it? I don't know. We'll see. Here we go. Now, here we go. Here's another view.
It did not hit her.
I don't think it did. But it's not our call.
No, it's not. I don't get.
Have you, by the way, you ever been an umpire?
No.
Never?
No.
You love umpires.
No,
you were coaching. I heard you loved umpires.
I was a good umpire when I was coaching. Yeah. I never missed a call from the dugout.
I'm the same way. Well, I'm the same way at home.
Yeah.
On the couch.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go back to this. We'll just see. I would.
I see daylight there.
Yeah, and you see dirt.
Yep, and I see daylight there.
All right, so let's look at let's think of it the other way now. from a Virginia standpoint, there's nothing that we've seen that definitively says that ball did not hit any part of her shoe.
Well, that's going to be the thing is will they overturn it?
Right. Well, we continue to wait. So game one, we have seen a little bit of everything. We saw early on where Virginia threatened, and Manis did a great job of working out of the threat. We saw the Tigers jump out to a 4-0 lead. We saw Virginia in the 5th inning as we continue to look at the replays.
And I do want to add this. This has been a very, very good umpired game.
It has.
This has been a clean game. And so I don't know that you can overturn it just from the camera angles.
And the umpires are going through the same dilemma that we're going through right now.
We didn't have replay back in my day, so I would have already been ejected and we'd be playing now.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, did you ever get ejected? You look at me like I got 3 heads here. Tell me, how many times? You keep count? Or were you the Bobby Cox of Division II sophomore?
Somewhere around 20.
Here come the umpires.
20 times over 27 years.
Out of the replay booth, and it looks like it's going to be Emrys Addison. The call stands. I think, and I think they could not tell in the replay. It had great replays.
Yep.
But it was just one of those situations.
You cannot argue with that decision.
Nope, cannot. So, a hit by pitch to start the inning for Green, and she's aboard. Here's Wiseman, the third baseman. That's the 2nd time in this game that Green's been hit by a pitch. That's a good start to the Virginia 6.
I think that's the 4th time in 6 innings the leadoff batters reached base.
It's just popped up. Collins, a step or 2 of the outfield grass, has it, 1 down. That was the 3rd pop-up that Cintron has gotten since she came into the circle.
Now I'm just being a crabby old man, but I thought that was a little bit of a hurried at bat right there.
That's the coach coming out.
Yeah.
Once a coach, always a coach.
It's always easy to say it after they make the out.
Here's Hilton, who got the 4-run frame started with a 1-out base hit to right. She looks at ball 1.
I mean, if that had been a double down the corner, you'd be yelling that way to be aggressive. You're seeing the Clemson outfielders now playing a little deeper. They're wanting to keep that hitter on the plate off second base.
A ball, 1 strike. She pumped that one in at 68.
What time do we go to work tomorrow?
Do we go to work?
Do we play at 1?
Play at 1 tomorrow. Swung on. This one popped up. Shallow right. Collins back. Makes the catch. 2 down. That is 4 pop-ups for the pitcher Cintron since she's been called upon in the circle. Nice play by Collins.
The reason I ask, you know, tomorrow night is the first night of WrestleMania.
Well,
which is now part of the ESPN family.
Yes. Well, I don't want to break your heart here, but I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Well, I just thought you needed to know.
Well, I do need to know. I appreciate it. You have enlightened me to no end.
Now you have a chance now to go out and get it.
Now, I got to tell you, back in our day, there it is. See
right
the app? Is that you with the little outfit on?
No, that's not me. I had
the
Rick
bat in the other
hand. I had my bat in the other hand.
Is that Rick Bagby?
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. That one is lined foul.
That thing looked,
actually, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
That particular thing looked a little bit too intelligent to be Bagby.
Griffith, by the way, walked and scored her last time. Yeah. Anyway, back in our day, it was Ricky Steamboat and all that group. Remember, on Saturday, you could
I'm not that young.
The 1-1 from Cintron. 2-1. Do you remember wrestling every Saturday around noon?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And who were the big Ricky Steamboat and Wahoo McDaniel?
Yeah, my grandfather watched wrestling, and so when I was with him, I saw wrestling.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Wahoo McDaniel, by the way, my good friend Harold Olson, who played football here in Clemson, is in the Clemson Hall of Fame and the South Carolina Athletic Hall of Fame.
Name dropper.
Well, he's also the highest drafted offensive lineman in the history of this state. But anyway, he played in the 60s, the Denver Broncos, with Wahoo McDaniel.
Yeah.
Played in the AFL. Yeah. Tapped to short. Chanel gets rid of it quickly and gets the speedy Griffith to end the threat in the 6th inning.
For the last piece of trivia, Wahoo McDaniel was also the only football player to ever have his first name on the back of their jersey.
young lady wearing the colors and the number, Trevor Lawrence. Great here at Clemson, now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. By the way, we went to break. You were talking about wrestling and names on the back of Wahoo McDaniel.
We were talking.
We were talking.
And all I said was, he's the only player in the history of the NFL to have his first name on the back of his jersey.
Okay. All right, so Wahoo McDaniel had to look at it. Edward McDaniel. Here's the pitch by Chanel, and it gets under the glove of Hilton out at shortstop. And so Chanel is aboard to start at the bottom of the sixth.
That ball was hit firm, but I think it was a play she could have made. We'll see how they score it.
So the leadoff batter aboard here is Pavesi, and I think John Whitman. Let's take a look at the replay. Hit it hard, and Hilton goes to her left, and it just screwed. I think she thought she was going to get another hop.
It stayed down on her, you're right.
So they're going to run at first base, and I believe that's Rushello.
That is Rushello.
Going to run for Chanel.
Was he just flapping his arm?
He was not auditioning to be the mascot at St. Joseph University. He was actually trying to get everyone's attention to go through the sign. Have you ever seen the mascot? Anyway, time called, so it will be Pavesi at the plate. Rushello, the pinch runner, down at first. They're going to charge an error to the shortstop, Hilton, by the way, if you're scoring at home. And Pavesi bunts at third base side, and that's a base hit. Ball gets away from the third baseman as it rolls into right field. They're going to wave Rushello to the plate, and she will score.
What a play. Rushello just kept running. First of all, the bunt by Pavesi caught everybody flat-footed. And then the third baseman tried to stop her throw and couldn't, and the next thing you know, the ball squirted out into right field, and before everything was done, Rushello was sliding into home.
And Pavesi moves all the way to second.
Now you've got your 4-run lead back.
Rushello can't see her teammates, but she is celebrating. Now, what a nice, and you put that speed on the bases and it pays off, pays dividends for the Tigers. It's 8-4.
And I'm going to bring up a point here that a lot of people would not maybe think about or not even care about, but me as a coach, I used to care about this. There's a runner out there at second base and there's nobody out. And if we can get her to score, if Clemson can get her across the plate, they cannot be tied with a grand slam.
That's a
5-run lead. A 5-run lead is huge in the last inning.
Now the Cavaliers are going to go to their bullpen and bring in a new pitcher. Tigers have scored one. They've still got a runner at second. We'll be back after this. This inning, and the Cavaliers go to their bullpen. Ava Hodges, the new right-hander on for the Cavs.
Yep, and I don't know if it means anything or not, but she's only had 14 innings of work this season. The 4-run lead in the sixth may have something to do with that. I don't know, but she's got a 6.35 ERA. She's 1-0 on the year, but she walks has been a spot of trouble. She's got more walks than she does strikeouts. And so this may be just a chance to get a young pitcher or an inexperienced pitcher some innings in.
So Pavesi moved all the way to second base. Had a couple of errands in this inning by the Cavs. And it is allowed the Tigers to increase their lead, and Cintron hits one deep to left center field, and it is gone.
Well, that pretty well takes care of that.
Cintron's power has returned as she has started to really heat up at the plate, and she has given Clemson a 10-4 lead. .232 feet.
Yeah.
Didn't waste any time.
And it was a no-doubter.
And the Tigers, since
just as quick
yes,
as Clemson let Virginia back in the game, Clemson has pulled away.
Yep, Collins a 2-hit night, part of a 13-hit attack for the Tigers.
And it's happened quickly.
Absolutely, you're right.
And it was such a solidly played game defensively, and 2 errors have been key to this inning.
The 0-1, and this one is flied to left, should be routine for Hackett. There's one away. Collins now 2 for 4. And here's Sam Minish. Came on to catch the top half of this inning, and she'll hit for the first time. You know, Sam met her parents early this year. Sam is from Athens,
No,
Georgia.
she's from Hull, Georgia.
Hull?
H-U-L-L.
Well,
She went to Madison County High School, I believe.
you're probably right. There is, yes, she did. I spoke with her parents at the airport coming back from Texas with the Tigers. And pitch is fouled off. There is a lot of Georgia Bulldog in that family.
Oh, well,
But she came to Clemson and fell in love with the program.
if you're from Hull, Georgia, there is a lot of Georgia Bulldog somewhere in your family. That's Hull is about maybe 15 miles from here.
Okay, and I asked the family, and they actually referred to Athens when I chatted with them. Checked her swing. Did she do it in time? She did. 2-1. And they said, and I asked, you know, they said she came on a visit and it was over.
Well, if they would have said they're from Hull, you wouldn't have had any idea where they're from.
No idea. You're right. That's a good point. 2-1 on Minish. One out in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 2 call. Tigers, as Coach mentioned, after the Cavs quickly tied it at 4 in the top of the 5th. Clemson just as quickly. 3-run homer by Bro in the 5th. And now a 3-run bottom of the 6th inning. And a 2-run homer by Cintron this inning. Pitch misses 3-2.
Sam Minish has been asked to do something this year that proves how versatile and important she is to this team. She was not originally going to be the backup catcher this year, or the second catcher this year. But they had an injury early in the preseason, and it's kind of forced her into duty. She's a little bit of a Swiss Army knife.
Yep.
She can do a little bit of everything.
Hilton takes care of her this time for out number 2. You're scoring with this at home. Only 1 of the 3 runs this inning is earned. And here's Bro, who broke a 4-4 tie with a 3-run homer last inning. And she takes ball 1. 4-4 game in the 5th. Collins dumped a single in the left field to start the inning. We saw Hicks pull a base hit down the line, and then Bro came on and hit a 3-run homer to right.
What's going to be interesting to watch the rest of the weekend, and you and I are going to be lucky enough to work all 3 of these, is that if Clemson can keep up this offensive consistency over the whole weekend.
Against a very good, dominant, really, Virginia pitching staff.
Yes. But they've seen their 2 best tonight. And the depth will come into play. Yeah. And Virginia does, on paper at least, have an advantage there.
Because they've got 4 pitchers, right, with ERAs of under 3.
Correct.
By the way, Tiger baseball team has just put up a 3-spot in Charlottesville to take a 4-1 lead over Virginia. So Three spots the name of the game, and there's a drive to deep left field, and Bro is homered for the second time tonight. A no-doubter to left, and it's 11-4 Clemson.
And that
Was a pop.
that was gone before you knew it.
There were no-doubters, and then there's those. Whew. That, you know, the Reeves Center's to our left, 250 feet, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
We mentioned that Bro got off to a slow start power-wise, but she has certainly picked up the pace.
That was a long ball that got out quickly.
It's her 7th of the season. She now has 23 runs driven in. She's driven in 4 in this game. Here's Johnson. She looks at a ball. It's now a 4-run 6th inning for Clemson. Pitch to Kylie. 2 balls and no strikes. Balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss.
Big swing. She was trying to send everybody home with that one. In the game of softball, everybody knows after 5 innings, an 8-run lead ends it after the inning is over.
2 balls and a strike on the right-handed batter, and it's 3-1. Look at the Tiger offense. So Bro becomes the first Tiger this season to have a multi-home run game. Oh, by the way, and there's a line drive into deep left center. It will one-hop the wall, and the speedy Johnson will cruise into second with a 2-out double.
And just like that, we're now a base hit away from ending this thing.
Johnson, as Coach mentioned, she's in scoring position. Here's Pipkins. Yeah, you're right. It looks like.
Now what are we doing?
I'm not sure. You got a couple of coaches coming out.
Yeah, we're going to talk to the outfield. Now we got a third coach coming out.
Well, Virginia, as we mentioned, it's a big weekend for both. Tigers lead at 11-4. Virginia, as we mentioned, they're looking for their first win at Clemson. Now, it's been a while since they played here, but they're 0-6 all time coming in.
Yeah, that is true. But this is a point in time of the game, I think, where you tell your pitcher, look, it's up to you to get them out. You got to figure it out. I can't use another pitcher tonight.
Another great crowd tonight. We saw some of the veterans. We saw the kids here tonight. Just got a note from the official score, the longtime official score, Robert Bradley. 1,908. You know, his father's the legendary Bob.
Yes.
The late Bob Bradley, Mr. B.
Yep.
And so here's Pipkins. Base hit could end it. Pitch is in the dirt. Johnson holds down at second base. Johnson hit that ball hard. Ringing double in the left center. Hodges delivers and it misses. 2 balls and no strikes. And tomorrow, 1 o'clock. And then noon for the finale on Sunday. Clemson. Pipkins awaits the 2-0. You mentioned, Coach, earlier that she's been red hot. Look at those last 7.
I mean, yeah, the first 30 games she hits 227. The last 7 she's hit 438. It's just amazing. She has been red hot.
So she has the green light on 3-0. She takes ball 4. And one of the things we didn't talk about, she homered in 5 consecutive games. That was broken in the last outing in a midweek against the Gamecocks.
She's done an outstanding job. I want to make a point. to all the young players out there listening. In this situation right here, if you're the base runner, Pipkins at first base, your job is to get to second base and go no farther. Do not risk getting yourself thrown out at third base, because you want to give Johnson, the runner at second, every chance in the world to score the winning run.
Here's Brockenbrough, who's been aboard 3 times. She's walked and singled twice. She's also scored twice.
And when you get a team on the ropes, you need to win the game. We have seen things earlier in the year where Clemson let some teams off the ropes.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-0 to Brockenbrough, and that one's in the dirt. And it's batted forward by the catcher, Hickey. And there's Wiseman, who was playing so shallow down at third base. She's able to come up with it. 2-0.
We had Bedlam there for a minute, didn't we?
Yep. And Wiseman well in off the bag at third. The 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes.
You're not going to, well, I don't know. They may turn Brockenbrough loose. She's got such a good command of the strike zone.
2-0, or 3-0, I should say, with 2 on and 2 out. And there's a strike, 3-1. Brockenbrough. Tigers looking to end it here in the bottom of the 6th. They currently lead at 11-4. The 3-1. And tapped to the right side, knocked down by the second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. Scoring from second is Johnson, and this ball game is over.
Just like that.
And stopping at second, as you said, Pipkins, and Wello go down as hit number 16 of the night for the Tigers, an RBI single, and just like that, Clemson gets the win.
What a game. That was, we saw a little bit of everything.
Here's a replay.
You'll see right here, takes that extra hop, gets under the glove. Second baseman is able to smother it and was not able to make the throw to the plate in time.
So the Tigers take game 1 of this crucial 3-game set, and they do it in run rule fashion. It was a 4-4 game going to the bottom of the 5th, but Clemson gets 3 runs in the 5th, and they'll add 5 in the bottom of the 6th. Your final thoughts, Coach?
You know what, Tony? This win only makes tomorrow bigger for both teams. This is that time of year. This is the time of year that you want to play. This is the time of year you want to be coaching, too, by the way. These games are important, and these games tomorrow just got bigger.
So the Tigers take the opener by a final score of 12-4. We saw Bro with a 3-run homer. Cintron homers. Bro actually hits a second in this inning. And then they win it with an infield base hit, with Johnson scoring from second to cap a 5-run inning. For the entire crew, this is Tony Schufo saying so long, everyone, from Clemson. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.